Hey everyone, welcome back to Grand Rapids Bike Park. Today I came here to test out this new camera I bought, and it's actually a drone-like camera that follows you. It's the Hover Air X1, and it's supposed to follow me as I'm riding through the trails. So I thought I'd come here to Grand Rapids Bike Park that's familiar to try to test this out and give you my 2 cents, or at least do a little dry run about how this works for mountain biking, how this works for, most importantly, mountain unicycling. I'm not going to be able to test out whether or not it follows any other person because I'm hopefully going to be the only one here this early in the morning, but I will be able to test out if it follows me specifically, if it follows me through the trails, and maybe any other things that I'll try to figure out along the way. So let's go. It works by your phone, and now is the time, of course, that they have to update. Cool. And this is roughly where the Hover Air X1 died. I shot the rest of the trail with my ground level cameras just to make a fun day of the trip, and I was already out there, but this battery probably couldn't last as long because it's super lightweight, probably needing a lot of power to track, fly, record, and especially me stopping to set up other cameras and rest. This is probably why you should buy that second battery and the charging station in addition to this if you're interested. While we watch the rest of the trail footage, what is the Hover Air X1? Well, I'm not too sure. All I know is it's a self-flying camera that has the ability to follow you. Keep in mind that follow me feature is not a lead me feature. It follows you, so it's always going to be looking at your back, which I think for my purposes is okay. My face isn't that great. In addition to the follow me mode, it has a hover mode, a zoom out mode, an orbit mode, and a bird's eye mode. I didn't really use those other modes since they're inherently static in terms of how much area they can cover, but I'm sure they can come in handy here and there. The follow me mode was the main reason I bought it though. Along these benefits, it was super user friendly. It talks to you and tells you how you're screwing up. Oh. that'll be a problem. Another benefit, especially for unicycles, is unicycles don't really go too much faster than the average jogger, and because this is meant for vlogging, unicycles probably aren't too fast for this to lose them, which makes this super advantageous for mountain unicycling, unless there's branches or leaves in the way, which hinders the hover's tracking ability. There's no audio, it doesn't pick up audio, which is probably a good thing because if it did, all of the buzzing from the propellers would just drown out anything you would say anyway. Another issue is at one point I wanted to back up, and the hover air was just kind of standing there staring at me point blank while I mounted. If it does have a backup feature, I couldn't get it to work. Not a huge deal though, but if I had to take multiple attempts at something, which I usually do, I would have to reset the camera or walk in a loop to get it back to the start, which again is not a huge deal at all. The last con is that it's light and delicate. I probably won't be using it for every shot or feature just because oftentimes it's just me out on the trail, so I have to carry all my camera gear with me. And if I fall and land on my bag, the likelihood of this getting broken is pretty high. They do give you a pretty good protective case for this, but I'm gonna think of something else in addition just in case. All in all, I really like and am impressed with this camera. It gets the shots I want, I thought I could never get without crazy equipment, with relative ease, and the quality, at least for me, is even better than some cameras I have. Even though it looks like they're making the color more vibrant than other devices, it really doesn't matter. I really think this is gonna come in handy if I can't put my tripod somewhere on the trail, or I wanted a certain angle that I couldn't get unless somebody was in a tree for me. Thank you for listening as I share my experiences with the Hover Air X1 specifically for mountain unicycling. I'm really looking forward to the shots I can get and the places I can take it. And if you're thinking of getting one because you want to share your backside with everybody on the internet, get the second battery and the charger. Lastly, consider subscribing if you want more unicycle content. Thanks and good luck.